We have our advanced catalyzers. We have to go to... Yes, and obviously we're back. Every time I dare play with the process, I'm using a piece of software that's supposed to automatically reprioritize the process as high priority so we're not lagged out all the time. And it is not working, and it is extremely frustrating. I have no idea what's going on. And it is driving me stark raving mad. It always used to work before, now it just doesn't. Typical software development. People so very gifted never test their software to make sure it works. And I don't get it. It is maddening how often it happens. Of course, the same thing can happen just by putting the headset down and switching over to reference an external app to see exactly where I might want to travel to next, since you have to use web-based resources. In the end, it would just be of a welcome development if my headset would not fail, because I don't really have extra money right now to be able to fix it. And it is an extreme inconvenience. It's getting serious enough, in fact, that I may not be able to play anymore, which would really suck. Of course, I have messages into Oculus and to Microsoft and to others about these problems, and nobody has responded because you're not allowed to call a 1-800 number anymore. Instead, you have to wait for them to email you. Oh my God. If there is a disaster waiting to happen in customer service, it is embedded in an email where someone doesn't present a phone number that you can actually talk through the problem with them. In an effort to save money, they make you email. And a company like Facebook that now owns Oculus, there should be no problem whatsoever providing a call center. But they're making too much money off of people like you and I through Cambridge Analytica and paying zero attention to customer service. All the while talking out of the other side of their mouth about how they're protecting our privacy. What a bunch of crap. Anyway, back to the game. I'm just trying to make sure everything is set up properly. Gained another point in Tycoon. Oh, we've also, I should mention, registered for the Small Worlds competition. I think I have a pretty decent ship in the form of my Diamondback Explorer. I'll have to chart a course using some of the online tools, and hopefully I'll be able to place reasonably well using neutron stars and the like. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to make a final tour of the engineers in the game. There's one engineer in particular I'm on the brink of getting an invite from, but hasn't happened quite yet because I have to complete one of the goals. That's another priority. now would be a very bad time to lose access to my Oculus headset, when it's pretty vital that I have access to it from here on out. Okay. Speaking of which, there's one other thing I just want to check. One moment. Okay, so one thing that really drives me crazy with Oculus is that they make improvements to their product, but if you bought their product too early, you don't get access to it. So all the rewards that should be going to the people who first supported the company are actually putting you at the back of the bus, so to speak. You're the last person to benefit. And now with Facebook owning it, you'll probably never ever see any kind of benefit. You're stuck with the piece of hardware that you bought. Now granted, I've had a lot of use out of this thing, but replacing it is just not an option right now. And it won't happen until they make it wireless, and they're dragging their sweet heinies making it wireless. HTC Vive, in fact, could easily end up being my next purchase, because they simply do not get it, I don't think, at Facebook. They're turning Oculus into a Facebook-only tool instead of using it what it's for, which is a general hardware tool. And Facebook is just not a hardware company. I know someone, I gave someone a reference to work there a few years back, and It's actually someone I kind of regret giving that recommendation to for a few reasons, but I won't go into why. But
Frameshift drive charging.
It just can't. They just aren't set up to really take Oculus in the direction that it will likely go. So in the end, I'm likely going to end up switching architectures completely and going with HTC Vive. That is, unless Facebook can demonstrate its commitment to Oculus, can demonstrate some commitment to the hardware and get a wireless edition out before HTC Vive does. But they're just not set up to do that, and I have no confidence that will happen. Especially with Cambridge Analytica distracting them. I mean, they'll be lucky to just survive intact. And their CEO is not someone I have a huge amount of confidence about. I'm sure he's very intelligent, but I don't think he has the experience necessary to pull this off. The experience or the disposition. The personality. His vision seems to be oriented around profits, which is good for a CEO, but it's not really where you want to imagine someone who's forward thinking where technology is concerned. The one guy I'd like to see break into this market would be someone like Elon Musk, and watch him drive the price down of hardware units of this sort just like crazy. I'm quite sure that, and he's actually run software companies before. I'm pretty sure his experience in manufacturing with cars and whatnot could be leveraged to gain the needed experience for running a software hardware blend company like Oculus was trying to be. In fact, I think I'm going to make a bit of a point and do a bit more research on the Oculus unit and see just where exactly Facebook, what they're doing with it right now. Are there any innovations? And if so, what form are they likely to take, and how soon will they likely be out? I mean, real dates, not the made-up ones that never get met by software companies. Not singling out Facebook here, because Facebook's far from alone in that.
Please approach at a safe speed and comply with station regulations.
I mean, it's brutal what software companies get away with in terms of not making deadlines. Particularly, and I know it's possible because I've had to work against deadlines myself, both as a consultant and during the Pan American Games when they were hosted in Canada some number of years ago. I had to do a website for the Pan American Games.
Flight assist on.
And I was the lead developer on that project for a time. And during games time, I was involved with making sure that things got delivered when, where, and how they were supposed to. And I'll tell you what, when things go wrong at an event, at a world-class event like that, you don't generally want them to screw up, and you are working against a deadline that you count in minutes and hours, not days, weeks, or months. So definitely software companies
1,000 meters from
can be done. It can be done. It has been done. And no, I'm not complaining about the frontier developments not coming out with dates for developing features or implementing features in the game.
Landing complete. You may alight when ready. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
On the contrary, if they don't have any confidence about their ability to deliver according to a deadline, then don't give one. I would much rather that than give one and have have dates constantly missed or have quality suffer because of it. Okay, so we are actually, it's in missions, not commodities. There we are.
Pilots are respectively asked to arrive at their own docking pad only and avoid obstructing access to
I thought we'd have more than that. That's a bit surprising.
We thank commanders for their promptness in traversing the airlock of this facility, leaving the flight corridor unobstructed.
Wow. Indium.
For the safety of residents and guests using this facility, we courteously remind pilots to seek authorization before entering the docking.
320. Bertrandite.
Welcome to Imperial Sovereign Territory. We look forward to serving your interests and thank you for choosing our facilities.
So Bertrandite is a mineral. It will have to be obtained somewhere else. In the meantime, we will just go over yonder.
We thank commanders for their promptness in surpass the airlock of this facility, leaving the flight corridor unobstructed.
I guess I spent too much time on get him.
Respectfully asked to alight on and avoid obstructing access
Planet.
to
I think it's in this system.
Landing coupler.
Trying to find
You are
polonium.
reminded to observe safe speeds when traversing the docking bay.
Go over here and have a look at the ship in question. And this is Maximus Prime.
refrain from entering the docking bay without first receiving authorization.
Hello. Okay, so it turns out that the invite message that I emailed you last night and 2 more times again today contains a query string URL that you have to click on in order to gain access. I tested it out with 2 different generated accounts at my end, and that's what gets it to work. Your Cake Boy account. But I had no problem getting it to work.
All I know is I now have a some NPC attacked me right after I logged in. Of course, he's attacking me and asking for shit like a pirate does. Well, I want to go to scan him. He's perfectly clean, but he's still attacking.
Is this an NPC or a player?
This is an NPC.
Oh.
Now I have notoriety because I killed him.
Oh. Oh. I'm following Commander Chugalug around. He's going around the sun, but so am I. He's in a Type 6, I'm in a Type 9. I'm literally chasing him.
Notoriety 1, great. I get to run around for the next 2 hours and do absolutely fucking nothing. I'm trying to get myself some damn food. I will be back. I'm gonna go finish getting my food ready.
So, just before you, I have to leave right away. I just wanted to ask you if you checked your email today to see if you got any of the invite messages.
I haven't. I've been busy all day. I just logged on here.
Okay, if here's the important takeaway is if you do not see an invite message, it's because you have an email filter on that is filtering it out. I receive messages from Microsoft without any problem.
I'll take a look and see.
But I don't know what else could be wrong. You need that query string. I don't know what it is. The system generates it, and you have to click it in order to get access. There's no other way to do it.
Okay, well, I'll take a look at that as soon as I get done. Get my food ready so I can eat.
I know. I got to leave within the next 5 minutes here. So sorry, I won't be able to. I might be on a bit later on tonight, but it won't be until after probably about 11 Eastern or 10 your time.
Okay. Well, probably talk to you then.
Okay, talk to you later.
Yep, bye.
Bye-bye for now. And
Incoming message.
okay, so it looks like we gained 2 full points there against Tycoon. We have 1 mission left in this region before we can leave. Contacts. Let's just have a look here. Ah, yes. Bounty vouchers have been redeemed. What? That doesn't make any sense. We just turned in a mission that should have got us over 2 million credits, and I've only got 200,000. Okay, I'm getting ripped off here. I was at 113 before. I just turned in a mission that was worth 2 million. I got 0, as far as I can tell. I think we'll be filing a bug report with Frontier over that one. Okay, so that concludes tonight's mission, more or less. Unless the indite actually didn't make it worth it. I only profited slightly and got slightly more back from selling off the indite. Maybe that's what happened. I'll have to look it up in Elite Dangerous ED Discovery. Anyway, that's it for now. It's 2:29 Zulu. I'm in sorry, 14th May, 3304. I'm in Mach City in the Yemen bin system. And I have been your host, Commander Trium. Please look at the YouTube video properties for this video log. You have to click on the More button. It will give you links to other various sites that contain useful and potentially important information. The website I was referring to in Discourse with a Squaddle is a closed site that I'm using in order to marshal commanders interested in helping setting up a squadron. If that includes you, please drop me an email at commander.trium, cmdr.trium@aprifactory.ca. And again, the spellings for aprifactory.ca, etc. are available by clicking the More link I mentioned, clicking the video properties where appropriate in YouTube. Please indicate your support for these videos using the like and or subscribe buttons. If you choose to subscribe, you'll be given advisories of live videos, and or if you're not logged in at the time, that a new video post has occurred after the post has gone online. To be kept notified, you have to click the bell icon in addition to the subscribe button in the YouTube interface. This has been Commander Trium. I am signing off for now. I expect there could be one more session yet tonight. If so, talk to you later. If not, tomorrow. Bye for now.